people here. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is awesome. Martha and Joanna. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Blair.
Hey, how are you?
We're good. First off, I'm Joanna. That's Martha, my mom. Before I saw you for the first time, my mom wanted me to come with her on, I think it was February 14th of 2020 when you came to Sacramento.
Okay.
Do you remember going to the Holiday Inn in Sacramento?
You know what? This is going to sound this is going to sound awful. It's funny because I was talking to you about AC/DC, and in one of the interviews they talked about this. I'm going to brag for a second. I'm the third biggest touring medium in North America. Teresa Caputo does the most shows. John Edward is very close behind, and I'm up there. So we do anywhere between 60 to 80 in a year. And when you're on the road, this is going to sound arrogant, but a lot of the hotels look the same. So you're just in and you're out. You're in. If you've ever seen rock stars, they'll often have, like when they come to Phoenix, they'll have, like Mick Jagger will have a big piece of paper that says Phoenix on it. So that when he's on stage, he looks down and he goes, "Hey, so great to be in how do you pronounce that? Phoenix, okay, Phoenix, yes." It's because it becomes a blur, and a lot of the hotels are cookie cutter. So,
right.
But I do remember Sacramento, but I wouldn't remember the details. I just wouldn't.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing that up is I didn't want to go. I almost went kicking and screaming because I didn't believe in mediums at all.
Sure. Good.
But that night I became a believer.
Cool.
Second, this one's going to be a little hard for me, but I feel that it's going to help a lot of people. We just moved into a new house, and back in March, April, in May, I started a business online because my fiance believed in me. He talked me into it, and I was doing good. He taught me how to do things, but in June, he passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry. I wanted to quit because I felt like I couldn't go on and do my business without him anymore. I felt like with him not here, my strength was gone. But I kept telling myself he would want me to go on. So the other day, I'm getting ready to do a live show of selling my stuff. And I thought, it'd be kind of cool to learn how to make ornaments. And so I got some clear ornaments, and I thought I'd try putting some clear ink in them and or colored ink in them and roll them around and see what happens, So I put some ink in this bulb, and I wanted to dump the extra out. And I had a couple of paper towels there. And he would always leave messages around the house when he was alive. We always said, "I love you 3,000 to each other." And we always put 3 hearts, and our favorite color was purple. And when I dumped it out, this is what happened. And
you're not going to get much of a better sign than that one.
Yeah.
If you're not convinced that he's around now, then nothing will. So I'm so sorry. This is a great lesson for all of us. I'm sorry, but this goes back to the gentleman that asked about foreshadowing. So it's like he set you up to be successful, and he empowered you, but you have to remember that you had the power to run with it. And always ask yourself, I teach this all the time. I sound like a broken record. Put yourself in his shoes. You're dead, he's alive. What would you want? Would you want him to give up? No, I put all that time, energy, and effort into you, so you better run with it. That's what he would say, and that's what you need to do. It's hard. And by the way, notice that everybody noticed the dog. Don't push the dog down. Don't
I'm
push the
not.
dog
She's
down.
trying to get over to me. This was our dog. We adopted her to be like our daughter because.
Okay, why do you think that? Stop for a second. Why do you think the dog is showing you so much affection with you right now?
Because he's right here.
Absolutely. 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 By the way, cool effect happens when this happens. I want you to notice, I can see Jennifer, her dog's with her right now. I think the dog just jumped up on her, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just looking through my screens right now. Often, we don't have a lot of people here now anymore, but what ends up happening is when I start doing these things, it's like synchronized. All the animals go and attack people. It's real cool. The dog's there because he feels his presence and is sending love to you.
Right. Yeah. You've done readings for me before, and she came to me like this, and you would always tell me not to push her away. And she was there when I dumped the bulb out, and that heart was there. And I knew he was there. I could feel him.
And
I wanted everybody to hear that. So, I was hoping more people would still be on here because I think so many people need to hear, even just little simple signs like that.
I didn't hear what you said for about 60 seconds. I just switched out my earpods
I just was hoping that some more people would have stayed on because I wanted them to know that a simple message as this on a piece of paper towel.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll see if Corey, he has to check the quality of the audio and stuff like that. We can't use every single one. I'll probably use your testimonial. I'll probably just post that up on Facebook because I really do believe it will help. I don't think that that's a coincidence that you got an almost near perfect heart.
Yeah, I mean, and our color.
I have a question for you. This is going to sound like I'm being egotistical, but you'll have to trust me that I'm not. You came to one of my events against your will with Martha. What convinced you to then believe?
You gave my mom a reading of my stepdad that passed away. And everything was to a T. And then right after you were done talking to my mom with him, you looked at me and said that he wanted to give me a message to say that he loved me, and I never knew that he loved me. And that night was the night I found out that he loved me.
It just doesn't get better than that. I mean, no. It just doesn't get better than that. And people ask me, they say, you must be tired of being on the road, as you were asking at the very beginning. Do you get tired of being on the road? I get physically tired. I really don't like planes, trains, and automobiles. I don't like the check-in process, setting up the events. I can't be bothered with it. I don't like it anymore.
Right. Well, but
I'll tell you, when I hit the stage, when I get on stage and I've got, a couple hundred people in the audience and I see the healings in the room, that's pretty cool. When I see the healings at these events, it's pretty cool. And one more thing before I let you go and get to somebody else. I even said to my wife, I said, I wrote this week, you guys, if you're on my mailing list, you would have received it. I said, I wrote the most aggressive sales letter I've ever written to my list, basically saying, what's your excuse for not coming tonight? Like, if you're like, what's your excuse? I'd really like to know why you don't come. And that's not my style. I don't like pushing stuff down people's throats, but holy hell, about half of you booked last night or today. And it's probably because I scared the crap out of you. But here's the thing. I believe in this stuff. Like I got 190,000 followers on Facebook, and I can't figure out why there's not 190,000 people on this call right now. Because it's healing. So some people are just passengers in life, but you came open. Whether you didn't believe in it is irrelevant. You came open and you got healed.
And also what you do is you also were like a messenger through me for my daughter on my 7-week-old grandson passing away. Yes. And that she didn't believe it at first, but it took her some time. Of
course.
But now she's healing because of through you, my grandson came through you to give me a message for my daughter.
Perfect. That's what it's all about. I'm just the messenger. So
yeah,
the healing
exactly.
takes
and there's so many fake people out there, but you are not.
Yes.
And
yes.
I thank you.
Don't get me started.
Thank you for being there.
You're welcome. I love you. I love both of you. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time. You guys got good wine down there. You guys got good wine. I always come. You guys have good wine down there.
Yes.
Good wine when I come down there. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All